Right.
We really want them to have fun.
And we show them that I got your back. I'm not letting anything happen to you. So therefore, in this environment, like the playgroup environment, which we'll do tomorrow, well, the first thing I'm building with this dog, when Lewis was doing this leash correction, see the dog now, look at the dog follows, much easier.
Let's see.
Comes back.
You'll notice you don't have to do it as hard, real quick. Some of these, especially big bully dogs, feel like you're gonna hurt your arm, man. They just plant their butt. A couple times, I had to pull him at first coming out of the kennel. Now it takes this.
And that's only happening because he gave proper guidance, right? Again, it's not even about correction. We're not correcting the dog, he's not doing anything wrong. We're guiding him to understand what we want. I want the dog to follow me, so I'm guiding him.
Look at him, he's turning around.
Guiding him, right? Look, correct, guidance. It's not about a correction. It's like, no, you're not allowed to be there.
Right.
It's about this is where you should be, right?
And it's like we talked about in there, people nagging dogs. I've seen people dragging dogs for 2 years.
Yeah.
And then I go like that and they say, well, that's mean. No, you nagging them for 2 years was mean. You didn't mean to do it. It wasn't intentional cruelty, but you didn't need to do that. You didn't need to take that long. You can have a funner time with your dog quicker by proper handling.
You've got to be interesting. You've got to be interesting to the dog. So, what do we get out of this? We can go get 6 more pit bulls.
Real quick.
Or we can talk.
Get them to engage in us and not them walk us. Get them to interact.
Okay.
And be, or we're the leader.
Okay, good.
Yeah, better obedience. You know, even though my dog may not have engaged or give me a lot of eye contact,
right.
I was at least listening and staying for the most part by my side.
Good.
Yeah, I think it was finding what motivated the dog, because like my first dog wasn't very treat motivated, it was more praise.
Right.
So it was just finding kind of a balance to motivate them to focus on you so you can better direct them.
And focus on that for a second, because some dogs like toys, some dogs like treats, some dogs like praise. Every dog likes something. And if they don't like anything, they like safety, right? So by teaching them, being close to me is a good thing, that might be the reward, right? Building that pack drive. So if I can't motivate them with the food or the treat or the praise, the safety of being in my presence and knowing that there's discomfort from being away from me, because that discomfort in reality is danger, right? So if I'm walking a dog and he lunges out and goes in the street, or he lunges out and gets bit by another dog, that's discomfort. And that inhibits his survival drive, right? Which is one of the #1 drives. So there's something that motivates everyone. Every creature wants to stay alive and be happy. So that's what you want to think about. Whatever that drive is, you want to build on it, right? What are you guys seeing that the dog needs for you to get the results you want?
Needs to be entertained by them.
Needs to be engaged, right? That's why we call this engagement training. But you got to focus on the big thing I think you guys tend to miss. When Lewis and I are working a dog, and the dog's kind of checked out over here, and we disappear and we reappear and we move, and we're watching that dog like a hawk. So the minute that dog does this,
good dog,
see?
Good dog. And I think you're not just good dog, you're like this great dog, and sparklers are going off and all kinds of good stuff.
Because what you guys are doing is I'm the dog, and I'm here, and then I do this, and then I'm on to this.
And then sometimes you catch it right after he turned away, and then you're trying to get him to take the treat, but you missed it. It's all about timing. It really is.
The second, and you watch Lewis, it's really beautiful to watch. Like I said, it's like this, boom.
Yeah,
I can't look away.
Right. And then sometimes the ones that don't like treats and they're not real good on praise, speed up a little. Just, hey, come on, good. And they feel free. It's like when you're working your dog and you say, okay, let's play now. And you throw a stick for him or the ball. And it's like a release. And so there's always something. Each dog, you're going to find something that makes him happy. And it might be something real subtle. You know, you're going, oh, good dog. And he's like, yeah. But then you hop around a little bit and he goes, whoa. You know, so there's always something. Yeah. And at least they're getting companionship. You know,
they're a lot quieter women. They're a lot quieter right now.
Yeah, listen.
And they're happier. They're exhausted, but they're happier.
Yeah.
They got out today. They met people today. You know, they have emotions and they have feelings, and so they got happier. They had a friend for a little while. You know, which is going to make
they had a job.
They had a job, and they had a friend doing it. If you did your job right, and that means next time or when they get adopted, it's going to be a little bit of a shorter time for that bonding to take place. Means he might get to stay. Because people get a dog and he's not paying attention to him, he's kind of aloof, and they're going, you know, I'm going to go get a dog that wants to play with me. Well, maybe now this one wants to play with him. Maybe instead of a week, it only takes 2 days. They're going, wow, he's a pretty neat dog. And they start learning his personality and his temperament and his behavior. And every dog's kind of a clown in his own way, and every dog has his personality in his own way, and they'll get to appreciate it faster. You don't want to bore the adopter. You know, some dogs, he doesn't do anything. He just walks around the yard, lays around, they're kind of bored. They expect, when adopters come in, sometimes they expect magic. I'm gonna get this great dog that's gonna do somersaults for me and fetch the ball and go get the paper and everything. It's probably unrealistic. So the more he does for them, the quicker they appreciate it. And the quicker they'll bond with him. So you probably saved some lives right here. You really did. You know, which is a good thing.
What we really want to do is find out what's going to give us the best results, the most promising results, and it's going to save the most lives. Because we're not here to train dogs. We're here for one reason, and that is to save dogs' lives, to get dogs out of here, and while they're here, to make their life as easy as possible.